Hello! Welcome to Session 5 of Curse of Strahd, done by D&D Play 20! That's these folks! But it's not just us. You can come hang out in D&D Play 22. We have a Discord. It's really rad. I know you hear everyone and their mom promoting their Discord, but I'm a part of, I actually counted the other day, like 70 plus Discords, and this one's my favorite one, including over my own podcast one. So that just says something about how amazing this Discord is. Phenomenal folks, and you're super welcome. If you don't play TTRPGs, if you're brand new and just interested, if you're a veteran and know what you're doing, we want you all. We have some one-shots that are level 20, some one-shots that are just barely level 1s or 3s. You can try out new character designs. We also have some streamed games coming up with open spots, so if you want to be on the stream, be a part of a phenomenal community, you're welcome. And this Tuesday, we have Frostmaiden, our Icewind Dale campaign, and we have 2 new amazing players joining. So you want to catch up and hang out in that game, please do. It's going to be a rad time. I'm going to pass it to Belvedere, put him on the spot with his mouth full, to tell us about Citizens of Phandalin, which is another really cool thing that I've only seen this server do.
Well, hello all, and welcome. Sorry for the delay, a couple of Roll20 issues, but it's resolved. So, if you join our Discord, you can check out the events, check out the Citizens of Phandalin channel. What Citizens is for any of you who would like to play some Dungeons and some Dragons, but maybe don't have the time or the ability to commit to a full campaign, but you like to develop your character and want to have the feel of a long-term character in a campaign. So you may be one of our citizens in our own little town of Phandalin. Where you can jump in and play in a session when you're able and not worry about sessions that you can't join. There are, I think we're up to 27 citizens who play. Some play once every couple of months, some play weekly if they can, but we do try to add a couple of sessions every week for anyone who just wants to enjoy themselves for a little bit. It could be a dungeon crawl, it could be a fight, it could be a role play. We just try to do whatever whoever is there is interested in, just to have some fun. So come hang out.
Yeah, and on top of that, we are welcome to DMs too for either Phandalin or One Shot Sundays or running your own campaign. So get in here, come hang out with us. Someone's gonna post the at Discord. Actually, they already did. Just scroll up just a wee bit. With that, we're going to go ahead and introduce our amazing players, but we did not have a question on the starter screen this time because I left the honor to the players this time. So players, off the top of your head, and no metagaming allowed, I would like you to introduce yourself, your player, race and class, and then what is your character's worst fear? We'll start it off with the absolutely lovely Alusa.
Hi, I'm Stephanie, and I play Lusa, oh my god, what am I playing? I don't know. I am playing the Drow Ranger. I had to close my eyes and picture her in my head. It'd been so long.
Close my eyes.
And Lusa's worst nightmare is... Oh man, I wasn't ready to reveal this, but okay.
You don't have to.
No, it's okay.
You can chicken. But if you chicken one of your...
I'm going to be purposefully vague, but answer the question.
Love that.
Failing to complete her mission to earn her house seat.
I love that. I'm probably not allowed to comment on these, actually, because I know what they mean. So I'll just... All right, popcorn it up, my friends.
Norbit.
Hi, I'm Mario. I play Norbert, who is I forget what type of a rogue, but he's a deep gnome rogue anyway. His greatest fear I'm not going to be too specific because the reasons, but would be for him to be trapped without any hope of escape with a certain race of people.
I think that gave everything away.
Yeah, you mean stress.
If you subscribe, you can watch our past episodes. Find out what he's talking about.
Oh, and sorry, I will pass it over to Norbert's favourite other character, Adabon.
Amazing. Hello all, Belvedere again. I play Adamon. On paper, he is a blood hunter dragonborn. So there is that. I was too busy trying to read what my fear was to know if I'm missing anything. Adamon is here trying to learn what he needs to complete the work that somebody very dear to him had begun. And he is worried he cannot live up to what they did, and they're no longer here to do it, so...
Amazing. Pass it on.
Yeah, let's check out what Lance is scared of, because everybody wants to torture Lance.
Not me. Never me.
Not sure why.
Torture?
Hello.
Is that
Torture isn't
It's
what,
because you come off as the kindest, bro.
torture's not what Peter wants to do.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's probably not what Adabon was thinking. Or anyone was thinking. Hi, I'm Raza. I play Lance. The lovable nerd from Candlekeep. He is a wizard order of the scribes. And I would have to say his worst fear, not sure if it's actually his top worst fear, but the worst fear right now, is his inability to help anyone out with what he has. Like he fears not being able to be quick enough, smart enough, knowledgeable enough to survive this ordeal.
He's what we call a giver.
So he's a top.
I was about to say it.
Didn't.
But yeah.
Love it. Fantastic.
That's him for now.
Big hugs for Lance. I don't know what it is about your character, Raza, but I was already very interested in him because of the secrets I know. But then, like, every time I watch you play him, I just, like, kind of, like, fall for him more and more. He's quite wonderful.
He's not the
I
only
think
one.
she's trying to cushion the blow because Lance is probably gonna die.
Are you gonna die tonight, buddy? Just kidding.
Well, I mean, the person most likely to die is the person who doesn't have character art.
Or the wizard. Wow! Oh my god, you guys keep bringing this up.
Which is
It's the same.
The
It's the same.
In the
The
after
wizard
show,
is the one without
In
the
the after
character
show,
art.
we're going to talk about the character art. But let's go ahead and continue. Pass it on, buddy.
At least Belvedere always goes after the cleric first.
yeah, well,
Right,
you got your character art done first, so you can shut up.
well.
I'm just kidding, that's
passing it
aggressive. I'm
on.
sorry.
I meant to kill.
So, seeing as Lance is not long for this world, he'll pass it on to the person he hopes will bring him back eventually, Leandra or Mariana. Go ahead, take it away.
My name is Mariana Vagabunda, and I play Leandra von Teschen, a forge cleric Dampere. And again, I'm gonna have to say her biggest fear in a way that doesn't give away too much. Our biggest fear is for history to repeat itself with what's already happened.
Very sly.
To her, or because of her, should I say. So that's what her biggest fear. She doesn't want to cause the same thing twice. And I will pass it on to...
The man. The
Theo.
stinky man. Oh, just kidding. Now that you're going to do it to Cole. Never mind. Sorry, Theo. You're not stinky. You're pretty.
He's like, okay.
He's not trying to take that. He's like, thanks.
I rewatched the last like 2 episodes, and every time Mariana passed it to Cole, so that was gonna be Cole.
That's why I didn't.
So, are we doing the beautiful Theo?
Take it away.
So hello, my name is Foxing Cox, and I'm playing Theo, the human bard. Just a lovable mama's boy human bardo with all these weird races running around, I guess except Lance. And his greatest fear, I guess, would be... I don't know. It's hard to say. It'll give away too much.
Can do it.
Maybe he's not scared of anything.
He doesn't want to do to someone what his mother did to his father.
That's
Okay.
mysterious.
Yeah, it's mysterious, but also all of us have the exact same thought at the exact same time, so... I don't know. Okay, well, hey, if you want to find out what that means, we have an after show. You can just do 250 of those little points that you're watching anyways, and join the after show, hang out, and hear what Theo's mom or dad did to his mom. All right, pass it on, buddy.
I think we're done. That's everybody. Nobody
Wow.
No, the one, the only, the D&D Play 20 leader, Peter.
Oh, it didn't work.
It
Okay.
didn't work, Justine.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Peter, and I play a dwarven paladin, Oath of Devotion, not cleric. Paladin.
The paladin of the devotion cleric.
Force of habit. I usually play a cleric. They wouldn't let me because Leandra took the cleric.
Whoa. Let's not. I picked the characters, sir. And you begged me to play Cole. So let's not have false
But he
pretenses.
was a cleric originally. I actually have, I being Cole, because he's just like me in real life, have 2 greatest fears. One is dying again. Because it seems like Cole has died over and over and over and over.
Wonder
And
why.
the other thing is discovering that he somehow has still not passed a rat. To know what I mean by that, watch, subscribe,
you
and watch
know,
the past episodes.
There were butt rats. You don't need to watch butt rats.
But
You
no,
don't need
that's
to watch
like,
that one.
mm-mm.
You can skip ahead.
No one needs to.
I just hope it doesn't eat its way out.
They all died in there, Peter. They all died.
With that, I am Justine. I am going to be the dungeon master for the night, or dungeon daddy, as some folks call me. Mostly just only myself. And I'm going to be your friend, your storyteller, and these folks' worst nightmare. This is Strahd. This is going to be rated R, as you've already heard. I've probably cussed already once or twice. And it can get a little spoopy, but there's definitely a lot of comedy and fun pieces that get pulled in as well. And if you have any questions for anyone, any questions go either for players or characters or story or for me, please hit us up. That's what we do in the after show. It's really a fun time for you to get to know us outside of our characters. But now we are getting delved into the story. I have the absolute privilege and honor of having my amazing friend Mariana do the recap from the last episode. Please take it away, my friend.
All right. So we started last episode as everyone was leaving at Willie Mary's house and started to finally follow Ismark to see his sister Irina. As we got there was some discussion and nobody technically entered the house. We found some muddy paw footprints of what looked like really large wolves. And there was mention that there were attacks on the house. Eventually, Irina came and greeted us all. She was a beautiful woman and gave us, entrance. And his brother explained that we were all there to try to help her get to safety, since they keep being attacked by wolves. And her father had just passed a couple of days prior, from all the stress of the constant attacks and the panic of being watched. Irina also showed on her neck that she'd been bitten by a vampire, very clearly. We also talked to her a little bit and figured out that she wanted help bury her father at the church cemetery, and that she was not going to go anywhere without that being done. So most of us agreed to help with that, and made the house smell a little better and closed the coffin. And because it was quite late at night, everybody was offered some food and rest, and to go the next morning to basically do a procession and have a burial. However, not everyone stayed, as Adabon went back to Sashina and Renee's house, as he had promised. And I think he acted out part of a play with Bill, and was invited to inside, as he was there meant to protect, to make them feel safe for the night. Back at the other house, everyone ended up going to bed. And 4 of them locked their door. 3 of them locked their doors. One of them was sleeping downstairs. There was a little scene between Leandra and Lance where she fed on a dream that whilst he was awake, because he can encode his thoughts. And then finally everyone actually went to bed until scratching was heard on the 3rd floor. And Lance heard it and went to investigate, but nobody else seemed to be awake. He got Leandra to go with him, and they found out that there were these skeletal cats that were just scratching and eating on the floor. And recognizing the type of undead, Leandra asked him to go get some poison because they're attracted to it, and she wanted to pet them. But she didn't tell him that part, so he just went around asking people for poison. People thought he was crazy and decided not to help out, except for Elusa that was like, okay, I need to see what is going on here. Eventually, everyone gathered, Elusa, Lance, and Leandra were upstairs. Cole was coming up, and there was this man that started shouting and being rude to them for petting his cats. And
That was an understatement. He was psychotic.
yeah, I didn't want to say it. So, sorry. Irina, hearing the commotion, ran upstairs and diffused the situation. But she clearly was not aware that her younger brother was a necromancer and that there were skeletal cats upstairs. Apparently, Leandra was not very tactful and scared her, and then everybody had some trouble falling asleep. Some people managed to, some people didn't. And eventually the morning came, and it finally stopped raining. And Arabon rejoined the party in the morning. Everybody helped, most people helped carry the body or led the procession, and went to the church. Cole accompanied Irina inside to speak to the priest. And there was a weird moaning scream sound that was heard on the outside of the church that seemed to come from behind it, but they didn't really find anything. And then Irina came back with the priest saying, to bring the coffin inside for the burial. And everyone helped bring it in. And as everybody walked into the church and the doors closed, they heard again the wailing, moan-like scream that seemed to come directly from underneath them. We also had 2 beautiful, unrelated to the story, but backstory asides from Arabon and Peter. Amazing. But I didn't know how to include them exactly. So I just mentioned them, and I think that's it. That's
Wait
what
one
happened.
second. Wait 1 second. Amazing job. Thank you so much for recapping. I'm going to be extremely annoying, and I really apologize. So we're going to take our first 5-minute break, and then we'll dive right in. You can probably hear my dog crying and screaming. I need to take her out. I'm so sorry. Tell us what you're most excited about this episode. I apologize. This will be a one-off. Just 5-minute break, please. I apologize.
Teasing us. Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
So sorry about that. All right, we ready?
Yeah.
So you walked into. Were you?
No.
We walked into this church, and as you approach, or as you have come inside, you've heard a loud scream. The father you have met, Father Donovich, looks at you and says, "I'm sorry. I have someone who is not well. We're treating them below. Sometimes the fear of this town, it just does a number on people." "Can I be of any help?" "Possibly, but let me attend to you first. What can I assist you with?"
Lance just looks towards the casket that we carried in.
"Yes, absolutely. Please bring it forward, all of you." And then he starts to kind of dust and like get things out of the way. And that's when you start to notice like all the pews are broken. There's like shattered vases on the floor. There's candles just stuck everywhere in really odd and random places, and wax stripped everywhere. If people attend this church, it's in either disarray or very rarely.
Alusa would like to look around and kind of try to gauge if there's a god or gods that this church is dedicated towards.
Absolutely. Before I give that to you, which I will, if I remember correctly, was Adabon still outside?
No.
No, we had carried the coffin inside.
Okay. Everyone was inside. Okay. Everyone may roll perception. Alusa, you may also add an investigation.
Okay. Are we in bright light? I'm assuming since we're inside now.
No, it's still pretty dim. You're gonna do well in this campaign.
May I do investigation or religion?
Religion, absolutely.
Okay.
I see through the floor.
Same for me, please.
What was that?
So have advantage if it comes to phase, fiends, undead, and other things. So I will just double roll and let you decide.
Okay.
Leandra's not focused on the religion of this place. She just wants to try and help whoever's wailing.
What a cleric.
Alusa's looking around. Alusa's looking around at the temple, and then she's like, "Oh wait, I don't care."
Amazing.
How am I doing?
I'm just waiting for, is everyone's rolls there?
Yep.
We're typing them if they're not. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy. So anyone with a perception above a 13, which I think is a lot of you. Adabon, you may take your advantage on your religion, but we're not there yet.
15 then.
Okay. So anyone with a advantage on your perception can tell that some of these broken things are not due to like wear. It's not like moldy, rotted things. They have been destroyed. You can also tell that Father Donovich has like bags under his eyes, and there are scratches along the left side of his arm. Let's do these in order, just so I don't get confused. Who rolled investigation? Just you? What did you roll? A
You
3?
made it.
But I can read her lips. Was it a 3?
Yeah, it was a 3.
Dang, I'm good. Yeah, you are kind of
She
in
doesn't
shock
try.
that you're realizing that, and you don't want to investigate it further because you're like, these were broken. Religion, 15. Or wait, did you roll a religion too? Whoever rolled religion.
I did, but I rolled a 7.
Well, bummer, drummer. Whoever rolled religion, it was higher than a 15. This church. Oh.
I was a 15,
I don't
not
know.
higher.
No, if it meets, it beats. You realize this church probably lost its god a long time ago. Or gods. The tradition and comfort of going to somewhere where you're supposed to feel safe and connected to something more powerful than you is all of this echoes over and over again through the pews. And there seems to be a ghostly aura wandering around that you feel.
Where there is death, there is always guide or collect. Do I get a sense of what that might be?
You cut out halfway through that. Could you repeat it?
I said, where there is death, there is always something lying to either guide or collect. Do I get a sense of what that might be?
Definitely on the collect side of things.
Okay.
Is that helpful?
Would there be any familiarity to it?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably show you guys what the inside looks like because you're just seeing the outside right now, right?
I think there's a picture.
No, there's a picture of the inside.
on roll 20.
Oh, it's just
Peter
really dark.
might just need to
Oh,
slide
it
on
went
Twitch
dark
if it's
now.
not there.
Oops. I meant to reveal it and I think I made it dark. Okay. He looks at you, kind of pulls his shoulder down as you see the scratches and says, I can perform the basic rites or possibly something more complex. What are you looking for?
I think I can provide the services, kind of a special talent I have, but I am wondering what has happened here.
Irina puts her hand up to you, Cole, and says, I want him to do it. He's been our father our whole lives.
Very well.
As for what has happened here, you haven't been in Barovia long, have you, son?
No. It's one of the
Like
few
that-
places I haven't visited often.
The fact that he's calling you son is quite comedic. And he says, well, there seems to always be some misfortune happening somewhere or another. And that you hear, Father! I am hungry! And he looks and says, please ignore. Let's get started.
Kids, right?
By all means, you should feed your child.
It's not what you think.
Are you sure?
Insight check on this
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, I'll insight check as well.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you got those scratches on your arm?
Can Leandra try to follow the sounds sneakily away?
That we will change maps, but yes.
Why?
3 on my insight check.
I have disadvantage on stealth, so I don't know how
I
successful.
don't know how well dynamic lighting works because I don't ever use it. You guys are kind of my test subjects, so be very patient with me on the dynamic lighting piece of this. I'm dragging you all into the map.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a nat 1 to try to stealth and follow the sounds and stuff.
Yeah, you turn
No.
to the direction you think the sounds are, which aren't correct. And he says, please listen. I think respecting the funeral rites is more important as someone who cares about that sort of thing. You told me you cared about healing.
I do, and you insist on doing the rites to prevent this soul from suffering further. Well, there seems to be one suffering right now.
Everyone in Barovia suffers.
What's that?
Kind of a dim outlook for a priest.
There
They steer
is
all the bad things because they're supposed to provide all the good things.
I have no pick. No map.
Do you guys? Does anyone see the map?
No,
It's a black
just
screen.
big black
Oh.
square.
Black Square Doom.
I think you have to give each one of us vision. I don't know if you have.
Unless
I thought I did.
Unless we have to drag our token.
Dynamic
Or-
lighting, vision on.
No, on each of the tokens, you have to give them vision.
Yeah, I don't have dark vision.
Can you see now, Belf?
Yes.
Okay. All right, keep going.
So what do I get with an insight check of 23?
He's lying. He's hiding something. He's nervous, but he seems like a good guy. That was a lot.
So, Father, I have to ask, this place, Barovia, seems to have, from what I can sense, an unusually large amount of undead presences. So I must ask, why insist on burial and entombment rather than cremation?
I've done it the way my father has done it before me and his grandfather before him. Did you see the cemetery outside?
Yes,
Tradition.
that's exactly my tradition.
Tradition
Yes.
is one of the only things that keeps us sane. But we do burn many bodies here for folks who wish to be burned and leave it in their will. You can find people usually making their will around 18 years old here. So that's usually when the most disappearances happen. But we absolutely respect those wishes, and any of the foul creatures Strahd makes, we burn, absolutely.
There are ways to bury a body to prevent it from becoming undead.
I'd love to learn about that.
Well, that's what I believe Master Dwarf was saying he could do.
I apologize. Just by the smell of this body, I wanted to move along to assist. And Irina kind of like glares, and he's like, there was no offense meant.
Adabon will grab a candle and light it if there's one handy.
Yep.
He'll set it on the center of the coffin, along with a gold coin. Just kind of glance around the church, to the holes in the roof and the floor, to the shadows in the corner. This soul has been promised. If it is not for you, you have no business here. He'll just touch the roof of the coffin and then sit or lean off to the side and wait.
I don't think any souls were meant for me, but I'm happy to help guide them peacefully to the afterlife as sort of a transit.
So, Irina, would you like the Master Dwarf to assist to prevent your father from suffering and death future?
She shrugs and then kind of pierces Cole with a gaze.
Lusa would like to do an insight check on Irina.
What do you say, Cole?
I'm having tech issues right now.
We will move along. Cole fell asleep in the middle of the thing.
Yeah.
Alyssa, 15 or 20?
Oh, I haven't rolled my...
It's
Also-
put about it. It's disadvantage because of exhaustion, so it's 15.
But also on Alyssa?
I'm
Sorry, oh my gosh. Irina?
That's another 23 on Irina.
Lance, were you doing this on Irina as well?
Yeah, he's gauging the response.
So she wants to trust Alyssa. You can tell there's like a hope and feeling there.
You mean
Oh,
Leandra?
Norbit, you get this too. Wait, what?
She wants to trust Elusa or Leandra?
Well, Lusa was the one who said, "Will you trust Cole?" Right?
No, it was
No,
Leandra.
Leandra did.
Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry. Yeah, so she wants to trust Leandra, but Cole like weirdly hit on her when like he came into her house where there was like a dead body that you could obviously smell, and it made her like extremely uncomfortable. So like while she wants to, that's like the biggest flaw she sees in the party. Sorry, Peter. There's consequences to your actions, and
What
yeah,
do you want?
and
He's a 250-year-old virgin. Okay.
Yeah.
it's a good title to a movie.
By the way, could you
Elusive-
see Discord, please?
Yes.
Elusa doesn't peg that Irina would want her father to come back as undead.
She does not want her father to come back as undead. Absolutely not.
I think Elusa would then look at Irina and say, "Look, there are very few ways to guarantee, in what I gather is this place, that your father will not come back as some kind of blood-sucking or violent undead creature. Therefore, I would recommend that you either alter your father's plans and cremate him, or allow the smelly dwarf to complete the ritual, because he may be smelly, but he is holy, I guess."
Can help with the ceremony if this is part of the problem.
What do you mean?
Well, I know how to do it too. I can't necessarily do it by myself today, but I can definitely assist.
And you've noticed your brother is gone. He's no longer here.
Bismarck?
Yeah. And she kind of looks around, and you get the sense, as you see goosebumps appear on her beautiful skin, that she feels very alone. And she says, "Can I have some time to think about it?"
Leandra will like put her hand gently over hers and be like, "Take as long as you need.
But not too long.
All I'm offering is a way for it to be sacred, what you're going through right now, and that you don't have to repeat this suffering." And she taps it gently.
She's looking at you, and then she turns around and comes face to face with Theo and runs into him and says, "I'm sorry."
Oh, you're fine. You know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what we think. It's what you want to do. Here, and he'll take her hand and just go sit with her in a less destroyed pew.
Yeah, there's a room, there's a door right next to you. So she not like pulls you into the room, but like opens it and looks at you.
Yeah, let's go in
No,
the church.
that's not like that, Queen. And she, you guys.
There's even a bed.
And she sits down and her shoulders slump and she says, "You don't have to sit with me if you don't want to."
It's okay. I can stay with you. I mean, your brother ran off somewhere, so someone should be with you.
Agreed.
And all of them, they look kind of freaky, and he'll close the door.
And at that, the door's closed. It's perfect timing. And Father Donovich, go ahead, Adaban.
Adaban would have nodded when she said it and headed out the back towards the cemetery. Just kind of smiled as he heard.
There's no back door. It's only the front door.
Well, whichever way will get me into the cemetery.
Okay, sorry.
And then just kind of smiled when he heard Theo's answer, that it was whatever she wanted. And then as he kind of comes to the edge of the cemetery, he'll just find a spot to stand and wait.
Oh my gosh, I made Adaban smile.
It's like you get inspiration, they're not giving it to you. That's so great.
And as soon as the door closes...
It took a month, but...
As soon as the door closes, Leandra makes her way up face to face with the priest and goes, While she decides, I believe we have a little bit of time so I can try to help someone.
I think that you should probably wait outside. And you hear like this piercing screech.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think your patient or whoever you're helping disagrees, and I think it's a good time to attend to them.
I think it's time
Father.
for me to pray. And he goes to the altar and he sits down and puts his hands on his forehead and starts praying.
Does he pray out loud?
And at that, Alusa would like to try to sneak away to where the sound is if he's not paying attention.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth. I was about to say roll sneak. What's up, Cole?
I will sneak. Sneaky sneak.
Wait, let's let Cole go real quick.
Yeah?
Just real quick, Cole would like to cast light on the blade of his glaive so that he can actually see 40 feet of light.
Wait, this is supposed to be lit. Are you guys not seeing anything?
Oh, I'm seeing, on the tech account, I'm seeing everything. But Cole
I
doesn't
see.
have dark vision.
This should be lit. Do I have to put those little lights everywhere?
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
pitch black.
Oh, you just have to give him visibility if he didn't.
I did, though.
Oh, well,
Okay,
I
is this
don't know.
helping,
I can't
Cole?
see things.
Yeah, I see things now.
Sorry about that. Cole, is that better?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Contrary to Elusa and Norbit that are trying to sneak towards the sound, Leandra is going to march towards the sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, really quick,
done with
we'll do them first.
pretenses.
Norbit rolled a natural 20 for a 29th stealth. Tell me what this looks like, Norbit, and the broken pews and vases and candles.
He just
Oh.
ducks behind one of these pews, and suddenly he's just gone. He has just got some sort of superhuman speed to just dart across the room while everyone's looking the other way.
Amazing. What about you, Alusa? What did you roll? You rolled 18. That's
18.
pretty damn good, too. That beats the DC. Unless anyone has a passive perception over an 18? No, absolutely not.
I do, so I can see her if I choose to, but I'm not fussed.
Yeah, you're focused. Yeah, so
What?
Alusa...
He's not paying attention to where the drow is?
He's
What
busy.
is
He's too
happening?
busy sneaking.
Yeah, I don't think you get a nat 20 on stealth unless you're really focused on your stealth.
That's fair. Inspiration
So-
for that.
So yeah, as she notices the cleric going to pray and kind of notices everybody doing their own thing, she just kind of steps back into the shadows, and like she has very quiet feet, and she's just like backing into the shadows.
Yeah, I feel like you almost bump into each other, but you don't. You like barely pass each other.
Yeah, because she doesn't see him at all.
Yeah, it's awesome. I see it like in the movie version of my head. And Norbit, you got the higher stealth, so you get to go in first. You slip through this door. There's not even a creak as you open it. You like perfectly lay your body and kind of slide through. And sorry, I had a burp. And then you get in this room, and there are broken urns everywhere. Ashes flood the floor. Almost when you step in the of dead remains and to your, because you're kind of, you're a little shorter. You're close to the ground. And Alusa, you step in right after, and all you see is this like almost formidable cloud of ash like hovering in front of you, almost like a spirit. But then it goes, and it sounds like Norbit.
Norbit, is that you?
No. Apparently so. Looks like they definitely do some cremations in here by the looks of all these urns.
Yes, but what smashed them?
Both of you roll investigation for me, please.
What
And
happens?
Leandro.
What happens when Leandra tries to just
I was-
march towards the sound?
I'm going to do next segment.
Apparently,
I was just
Alusa
gonna
is
say.
not investigating at this point.
Well, she just saw a scary blob. No bit.
Well, I got a 9, but that's off
A
the
natural 1. Roll a D100 for me, friend.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The
He keeps
20
rolling
is
how
followed
Alyssa
by-
dies by Norbit.
R&R.
R&R.
Oh god. 89.
89.
Oh wow, was that Aussie? That sounded
No.
really bad.
That wasn't my Aussie, I promise.
99.
I have a guest star who's playing on Stardust Echoes right now, and she's doing Aussie, and I'm just like, I'll never do Aussie because you guys are too good. Okay. Button switch, and when we come back, you will have your effects. So, Leandra, you are just marching over to the store that you see on the right. Lance, you see Leandra start to do this, and so do you, Cole. What are your reactions?
First, he would like to see if Father Donovich reacts to her just blatantly marching off. If he doesn't, he won't step in the way or try and distract him, and he will follow her.
I think that he does see, and he goes, please wait.
He does not stop.
Yes, he goes,
And he
I
just
think
does this.
He goes, I think the time for that has passed, Father. She's very determined. And he turns to follow Leandra.
I will follow as well.
Is it this room then that is making the sound?
Yes. So you are both about to go in, and you hear right when you're about to open the door, and Father Donovich is running away. Do you choose to continue or to follow him?
Lance, if Leandra's took, he'll call out to her. He goes, I'll keep an eye on him. You keep an eye on him and whatever's in there. And he's going to see where Father Donovich goes.
He runs to a little, almost not secret, but it wouldn't be very obvious exit, and walks outside into the graveyard.
Yeah,
Do you
Lance
follow
will-
Lance, or do you stay with them?
He follows to the point where is it does it close behind him where he goes through? Just
It's almost like
closes
he
it,
kind of goes behind a tapestry and then disappears. Yeah.
He goes over to investigate it, just to see where it leads to. Doesn't step through. It's kind
Roll
of looks
investigation.
at it. Yay, with disadvantage. You
Yay.
didn't sleep. Well.
Sorry, I'm the worst DM.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Wow! Damn, the dice have a story to tell. Yeah, you can tell that this church has a lot of secrets. This shouldn't be here. It doesn't make sense, but it's been built to be almost an optical illusion, where someone can escape quickly.
Okay. Lance will take note of that, pull out his quill and interesting. And he'll go back to meet up the rest to tell them what he found.
Okay.
That's him for now.
So yeah, you go back in. The room is very crowded from where you stand. You kind of are pushed up almost against Leandra and Alusa. And did you put yourself out of the room?
I moved a little bit. I can't see.
No, it's
anything
okay.
now.
I can't see either.
Oh, great. Let me go ahead and put a little torch in there for y'all. Sorry. And yeah, there. Can you see now?
Yeah, I can see it now. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. So all of you roll investigation for me.
Everybody again?
Oh,
Disadvantage. Alusa and Cole, if your investigations from last time were better, you can keep those.
I mean, by two.
Hi, two. Okay, anyone who rolled a 10 or higher notices that under... Oh, what's up?
Oh no, I rolled a 10 or higher. Sorry, I was just saying
No,
that.
it's okay. Anyone under or over a 10 or higher notices in the right-hand corner, there is a secret door that leads to the basement. But real quick, before we act on that roleplay moment, I have some results for our Norbit friend for rolling
Oh
a
yes.
natural one. For the next 10 minutes, you, in combat, can cast teleport for up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Ooh.
You better hope you fight something in the next 10 minutes.
You said teleport, or do you mean Misty Step?
It says teleport.
Because, I mean, I could dead set just leave Barovia right now with teleport.
Oh, that's fair. Good
You
call.
wish.
Okay, it's
You
Misty
could
Step.
try.
Now
Yeah,
it's
you can certainly try.
Now it's Misty Step for you.
Yeah, there we go.
I changed it. Okay, yeah, so you see this secret compartment. I think actually, I'm sorry, I'm gonna change to Adabon. So Adabon, you're kind of standing outside. Do you want to describe what the moment is for you?
No, he would just find a spot. Looks like there's, I don't know if it's a building or a tomb where the path kind of meets. Just kind of stay nearby and wait for them to come to a. Wait for her to come to a decision. As he is looking around, he'll place his hat back on his head, kind of scan the cemetery, see if there is an open plot, which he would assume is where they will be going. And once that's kind of been identified, he'll just take a look for anything that stands out. If there's any buildings or tombstones or markings that kind of catch his interest.
Roll perception with advantage because you have a lot of experience with death.
Oh, he does.
I have disadvantage, so is that just a flat roll?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oof.
Ta-da!
13?
Well, that would be 5.
5.
Yeah,
Oh, got it.
because I'm exhausted.
That
right?
wasn't the disadvantage. Okay, got it. Yeah, it just looks like a normal cemetery for you. You don't really see anything because there's so much mist. But as you're looking around, your dragonborn eyes kind of straining the stickiness underneath them, you hear, "Oh, I'm sorry." And Father Donovich almost ran into you from behind. He was like running. And he says,
Is she ready then?
I think your friends need your assistance.
Very well. I will take off my hat and attempt to enter where he came from then.
Oh, you'll need to go around the front, son.
Very well then. He'll tip his hat and start walking back around the building.
What a chump. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, he has disappeared. All right, so you walk to the front. There's no one there. There's just a hallway with a blank coffin. And now we will switch to Theo.
Yeah, I would just walk to the coffin and see if the coin was still there and the candle was still lit.
Both are there. Both are happening.
Perfect.
So Theo, you sat down with this person you don't know, and she seems upset and just kind of holding her forehead and thinking, almost not really paying attention to you, like not in a rude way, just like so much on her mind.
Well, I'm not gonna pry. I'm gonna sit respectfully next to her in case Adabon walks in, and I'm just gonna try to comfort her. You know, maybe I'll, Irina, you look a little tense, and I'll hold my hand up. May I? And see if she takes my hand.
Okay.
And then, my mom taught me how to do this. So hopefully it goes well. And I'm going to give her like a hand massage to try to like help her with her stress.
She kind of stares at you doing this on her hand. Her eyes almost blaze out. She says, "It's different to see kindness from a stranger." What brought you here? Or let me guess. Something brought you here.
Yeah, I got this letter from this individual in a tavern that told me there was a job or a task and to go into the woods, and then I met all of these other people I've been traveling with, and it seems we're somewhere called Barovia, which is interesting. I'm going to be honest with you, it's kind of a downer here.
It really is. She kind of laughs and wipes her face and says, I feel horrible that you all got roped into this.
Do you know what's going on? What brought us here?
It's really hard to explain without sounding insane. So please bear with me. Especially.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm traveling with a vampire, like in
Wait, what?
Well, I don't know. She said her parents are vampire. It's hard. I don't understand it. She said she's a Dampier. I think that's just a type of vampire.
We will touch back on that later. But sorry, you threw me off. I just I'm wafting through waves of grief right now, so I'm sure you can understand it's hard to really have a sane conversation. But I have nights that I can't remember things. And it was a downer before those started, if that puts emphasis on this place.
If it makes you feel better, I've forgotten things too. Usually there's ale involved, but it does happen.
A glass of wine would sound nice right now.
Let me check and see if I have any wine.
Does the bard pull through?
Does the bard pull through? Inventory. Checking what I got.
Wine is.
Is there wine? I'll stick my hand in my pack and I just pull out like a pair of manacles and I'm like, nope, no wine.
That's okay. It's probably not appropriate. My father wouldn't approve.
Yes, I'll put that back in. And I'll pull out one of the signal whistles I bought and I'm going to hand it to her. Be like, it sounds like we're going to be traveling together for a while and your brother wanted us to keep you safe. So if you're ever in danger, you can always blow this.
That's really sweet. Thank you. Here. And right in front of your face, a silver dagger made of the pure silver, almost shiny blue, with the handle of a very wonderful, like oak wood. She says, for you to keep yourself safe.
Oh. Do you have a way to keep yourself safe if I take this?
Oh, that's not the only one I hold.
Oh, a woman of mystery.
More of a woman of defense, if you've known my life, but it seems you understand.
Well, life can be challenging, life can be hard. I, like you, not like, similar to you, I didn't know my father, so I really only, grew up with my mom, so, if you ever want to talk about how you feel losing your father, I similarly know the memories of not having one, so.
Tears start to, her face is straight, but tears just start to drip down her face, and we will switch. So, to the folks in the secret room, all 5 of you stand there. You all see this room. No one wants to make the first move?
Norbert seeing all these people. Sorry. Norbert seeing all these people enter the room feels a bit claustrophobic. He's going to look out the door and misty step back out the door and just watch from a distance if the door's open and he can.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think a loose. Oh, go ahead.
Wait, really quick. Go ahead and move your character on the map where you'd be in orbit so I can describe things to you.
Okay. Just back to there.
Okay. I think Alyssa was first, and then Leandra.
Yes. So, Alysa's kind of like squeezes through and then realizes that Norbit's gone and was like, oh, okay. And she looks at the door. What does she see?
There is a rusted chain over the top with a very simple lock. Probably, I would assume with your backstory, everyone's backstory here, maybe not Cole, but everyone else, you could easily break this lock. And one torch just sits above it.
And she looks around and says, well, I guess the rogue will not do this. So she'll pull out her short sword and against the chain, try to break the chain.
Roll strength for me.
This could go poorly.
Don't worry, it's a
Okay.
legacy.
Disadvantage though, I think, don't you?
No.
Oh, good. Yeah. Excellent.
Just good.
She's one of those.
Nice.
As you try to do that, can Leandra assist?
Well, you don't have to because she beat it. I told you it was a low DC. It was a 5. It's rusted as shit. Yeah, you bang it off and just part of it turns into dust and the other kind of sparks and then falls away. And you all hear it. It kind of crunches in your eardrums like icky. And the chain you can easily lift up and then as you open it. Do you open it? Sorry. I just kind of went for it.
She will she's looking looks at her sword and goes, honestly, I'm surprised that worked. And reaches into her backpack and pulls out. She's like, I do not like the sound of this hunger and the fact that there's a chain on the door. Prepare yourselves. And she'll pull out also a wooden stake. So she's got a wooden stake in one hand, her short sword in the other, and then she kicks open the door. Like, lifts the door up with her foot.
That's awesome. Yeah, you kind of and it slaps down. And you just hear, yes! And there's flickering candlelight, but all you can see is a dark staircase, very steep going down. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Second break.
Okay, sorry. The first one didn't really count.
The first official break.
That was the first planned one, yeah.
Okay,
Bye.
we'll be right back in about 5 or 7 minutes.
Yeah, good numbers.
Good numbers.
Or does she?
Hi. Welcome back.
Hello.
Last we saw, we were in a church and things were getting spoopy.
Names are actually in the right place.
Are they?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Okay. Those in the room, the door slightly cracked with Norbit looking through. Tell us, folks.
All right, so Alusa will look back and see Lance and is like, human, it's dark down there. And
I mean, you saw flickering candlelight, but yes, it is dark.
but she'll kind of wave her hand and you see her take out like a little like glowworm type thing and she'll say, dancing lights heed my plea, illuminate the way for me. And for like kind of that blue, you know, like when you see like creatures in a cave that glow, that kind of blue light, like 4 of those kind of dance around and they go and they hover around Lance, and then Lucy will start heading down into the darkness.
Amazing.
Oh, I appreciate that. By the way, everyone, Father Donovich made a fast exit through what I believe was an escape route for him. So we might have to go after him after we solve whatever is down there.
Who follows
Up to you.
Alusa?
I do.
Lance will follow. Dancing lights.
Normal will, he just wants to be at the back.
Welcome back, Leandra. You didn't miss much. We're moving our ways down. I'm assuming you follow? Yes?
Yes, I do.
Just to
Norbit.
catch her up.
You too,
Sorry,
Norbit?
Elisa cast
Yep.
dancing
Yeah,
Dancing
lights.
lights. I heard that little bit on
And-
the stream.
Okay, cool.
And then at Lance's comment, Lusa will also look back and like smile and be like, "Oh, trust me. After this is over, I will relish chasing down this corrupt cleric."
Damn, bro.
Right with you. It's like,
And at that,
Poor guy did ask us not to go in there.
true. You all get the sense that you're under the ground, obviously, and you're met with a lot of beams. They're kind of just like old beams supporting this church and flickering light. You start to go down the stairs one at a time. And the flickering continues, and you just hear like these moans of
Damn.
upsetness. Sorry, that was a little nuts. And
I love
Alyssa, you're leading the pack here. Tell me what you do. You continue down the stairs when you hear these?
I think she would continue, and she's getting her. She's got her sword out and her stake raised, and she starts heading toward the sound because this this doesn't seem right.
yeah.
The
Lance
minute you-
prepares as well. Go ahead, sorry, this time.
No, the minute your foot hits the ground, so you were walking down, you had this sense of creeping tingling going up your spine. And the minute your foot hits the dust floor, all the candlelight goes out. You smell that after smoke of candles going out and hear, "I was hungry." And with that, we will switch to Adabon. So Adabon,
So are her dancing lights still up?
Yeah, so the only light would
but
be
they're
the
only,
lights.
she already
Yeah.
stayed, though they were only around Lance. So
So he's a beacon. So this thing is hungry. It's like, oh, lights.
Mm-hmm.
it's just Lance. And Adabon, at that you heard, "I am hungry," coming from where your friends were. There's a creek door that just
I
kind
don't
of.
know where my friends were because I didn't see them. Did I see Norbit when he teleported out?
Probably not, actually, but you heard the door open because when they opened the secret door, trap door, it kind of pushed the wind towards that door and it opened, and then you heard, "I am hungry." So right here, there's a door open if you would like to choose to follow them.
Do you require assistance? The friar thought you might.
Who are you talking to?
Whoever answers, I guess.
Does Norbert hear that? Should I roll a perception to see if I hear while I'm at the top of the ladder?
Sure. Roll perception.
Okay, with disadvantage, I got a 17.
Yeah, absolutely. You hear that.
I'll cast message in his direction and say, something isn't right down there. If you do feel like helping for once, you're welcome to.
Oh, he got pwned.
Bird.
Fighting words.
I mean, I don't know. He did get invited, right? It's not his church.
Adamon?
I guess I'll just wait and listen.
And you're
That's
Theo.
Great.
We're on very clear terms.
Theo, you also heard all of this. So you heard the groan, you heard the "I'm hungry," and then you heard Adabon and Norbit's combo.
No, because Norbit said he cast
Oh, I
message.
apologize. Just those two.
So I heard Adavon ask if we needed any assistance.
Yeah.
And a groan.
And I'm hungry.
I guess I'll open up the door and peek my head out and be like, "No, Adavon, we're good. We've got snacks. Thanks though." And that's the
He'll mock tip his hat because it's really in his arm.
Amazing.
Oh, you're welcome to join us if you want. I think, Irina, would it be okay if Adabon came in? He's the dragony one. Yeah, you can come with us, Adabon.
You can survive with us.
I'll look at the.
You can survive with us, Adabon.
Scan the shadows and head into the room with the bed. Apparently, yeah.
Yeah, it has a bed. It's weird.
You see
Wow.
out of here. You see a very depressed Irina and a comforting Theo. And as you all three are sitting there, about to talk to her, you hear slam, like a sharp slam of a door across the hallway. We're back to the folks going underground. At this point, I will let you move where you'd like to move.
So when the candles go out, I'm assuming based on the dynamic lighting that I do still have my dark vision. It's not like a blindness effect.
Correct.
Okay. So I think 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just gonna come at me. I dare you.
Yeah, as you're walking, you notice that the floor has like a damp, like clay and earth feel with some straw scattered on. Roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Ooh.
While she's doing that, Lance will roll up his sleeves and prepare like a mind sliver. But when he sees anything running at Elisa.
Okay.
13.
Yeah, you put your hand on one of the beams and it kind of creaks. This wood is absolutely rotting. You pull your hand back and look down, and your foot almost stepped on a pile of humanoid shit, but you didn't. Luckily, you just missed it. Just missed it. And as you kind of look up, the candlelight from the church above is almost very, very faintly spilling through cracks. So you're seeing these very dim lines in the already almost dark setting of just like these lines. And then once in a while you'll see almost you think as a shadow pass through, but you're not quite sure.
Well, if you're hungry, come for me.
Okay, roll initiative, everyone who's down there.
Wait,
let me
I was
put
gonna
the
say,
initiative
can
tracker.
Leandra try to follow straight after Elusa?
You guys already gave me your order, so if you push past everyone else, you could.
I wasn't here.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, you said
That's true, yeah,
you
she-
asked what we were all doing first, and some of us didn't get to say.
Okay.
I'm
I don't know what you're doing.
casting protection from good and evil on myself.
I don't think I'm gonna give you that.
What?
I'm only giving Elusa any kind of bonus because she was the first to say that she was brave enough to go down.
Well, I was gonna follow.
I was going.
I'm casting protection from good and evil on myself.
Sorry, old timer.
Yeah, I was. Well, oh well. I blame my storm.
You're okay. She called it pretty early, so.
No, I wanted to know if we had seen the door, but then when you said we opened it, I cut out. So
Sure, you can do it too.
I don't want to cast protection. I just wanted to be like right behind her if something happens.
Okay, yeah, you can do your movement. That's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see here.
This disadvantage.
Yeah, as she calls and like hears something, you see her close her eyes and say, you hear Leandra, you could probably hear Loth, shield me from those saintly grace and malevolent snare.
All right, I love that. Make sure you guys are clicking on your token and then casting initiative.
Oh, you don't want that, right?
Are we not
It's secret.
hiding?
Oh
We're not hiding
yeah.
the initiatives.
It's not secret?
Oh, you're right. No, I'm the worst. Yes, please send me your initiative. Sorry. I don't remember my own rules. I'm the worst.
Those that have exhaustion, it's with disadvantage.
Basically.
Oh, ouch. Okay. That changes my number.
Yeah.
Oof.
Mine's the most ouch, so.
Mine's the most
yeah.
ouch.
It's very ouch.
You guys doing them secretly or just to me or?
I'm sending
Yeah.
it secretly.
Yeah, I sent. Yeah.
I sent it
Secretly,
secretly.
Mine's on the
What's
chat.
the slash command to send it?
I don't know. I'm doing
Plus-
it through.
Dang, you all
Slash
suck.
W.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Slash GM Whisper, I believe.
I don't know.
Oh, that.
I just
that.
do
Oh,
it
yeah,
on D&D
slash W
Beyond.
just in. Yeah. That works too.
I am lagging
Yeah.
really bad on Roll20, so
No.
I hit enter. Yeah, it finally went through. It took
Yeah.
like 30 seconds, but it went through.
WGM roll slash WGM.
So I should have 5 of you, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Wow, Lisa. Just writing it. Give me 2
Plus
seconds. here.
9 to initiative.
Oof.
Lance has only read of people that fast. He never moves that fast.
He's a speed reader.
Yeah, he's a speed reader, not a speedy person himself.
But yeah, you can still roll, even though you're not in initiative. Just in
Even
case
if he's
you join
surviving?
And Adamon, then.
Yeah, Adamon already rolled, but Theo, just in case.
Yes, I need to know when it's my turn to do nothing.
You do it
Just
to
tip his
yourself,
hat.
man.
What do you do on your turn? I tip my hat and wait to see what
Yeah,
happens.
dude. I'm seeing a pattern.
It is becoming a pattern. It's kind of disturbing.
Nobody had not participating.
Okay.
At least it's not just you this time, Adabon.
I mean, honestly,
Can't be
you guys
singled
are
out.
probably the ones who are going to end up surviving because you're just like,
Somebody wants to live.
good.
But
They're
we
playing
were
smart,
told
right?
to protect
Theo
Ina.
is learning. He just
I'm doing
needs
my
his
job.
father.
You hired us to protect your sister. You stay with the sister.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't stay with the sister.
You don't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Hired us to
I-
protect his sister and didn't stay.
Technically didn't accept those terms, so I don't have that excuse either.
No, dude. Okay, so we have Elisa up with Theo on deck. So Lisa, you see darkness scattered in front of you, and then you hear.
Sorry, your
Bye.
noise filter.
No, you cut
Let's
out.
try it again.
I didn't hear anything.
Let's try it again. I turned it all the way up, so let's see if you can actually get it. You hear. Did you get
How
that?
close does that seem to be?
You didn't get it again?
I heard a little raspy laugh.
A little bit.
All right,
There you
go.
go.
Cool. You hear it right next to you.
Okay, so I don't need to see him to then strike him because I have blind fighting. So I'm going to bonus action say Searing Smite, blaze forth with Righteous Fury's might. Cast Searing Smite as a bonus action. So my short sword starts to glow. And then I'm going to ignore that for a second because I haven't hit anything. Attack with the short sword.
Okay. And
Just thinking about it.
I just thinking about it.
24 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
6 piercing. I need a Constitution save.
Oh boy. Really? Just two? That's a 9.
He fails. So he will take The 6 piercing damage plus 1d6 fire damage, and he is now on fire.
So, this guy is very visible now. To any who couldn't see, almost a brightness encapsulates your eyes, making everything else very dark. And I'm going to reveal to you what this butthead looks like. Hold on.
I hope it's not a flaming butthead.
Flaming butthead.
I don't know the stats for that one.
Isn't it?
It sounds like it. It sounds like an early '90s one-hit wonder song.
Flaming butthead. I'd listen to it. Okay,
Flaming
so
Butthead.
this is what you see. You see young adult, late teen, kind of screaming as he's on fire, brown hair, greenish blue eyes, and his jaw is almost elongated more than it should be, and there are pointed teeth out of his mouth. Ripped up shirt, very soiled, and he's very, very thin. But anyone who sees him, which would be probably anyone downstairs at this point, roll, well, except maybe Norbit. No, you can see over the stairs. I roll investigation for me.
Do I get advantage on this?
Why?
Ooh.
It
Ooh.
looks like something like vampire-ish, like.
For the reason I'm having you roll investigation, no.
Okay.
Which
On
would
what
like
he
you
is, probably.
to enlarge the token, if you may.
Wait, can you not see the handout I showed?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe they chatted after.
I see it.
Stop making me roll more dice, Justin.
Sorry about that.
Does
and- Oh, go ahead.
sorry, just one sec. So as he's now visible and visibly attacking Elusa, and Elusa is retaliated, Lance's little quill pops into his hand and he puts it to his temple and fires up that mind sliver that he was holding. So I have to do an intelligence save, and I'll do my investigation.
Okay, let's give me 1 sec here.
No worries, go ahead.
Because I had you guys do investigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what was it before that, Alyssa, that you were doing that I had to roll?
So you did a Constitution save because he is now on fire. So he takes 6 piercing and 5 fire damage.
There it is.
And just for your information, and I just realized I cast Protection of Good and Evil on myself for no reason because it's a concentration spell, and then I cast Searing Smite, which is also a concentration spell. But that's okay.
Nice.
So just so you know, if the creature is within 5. If the target or a creature within 5 feet of it uses an action to put out the flames, or if some other effect douses the flames, such as the target being submerged in water, the spell ends. Just for your FYI.
Okay.
But it will take 1d6 on each of its actions if it fails another Constitution save.
Awesome. Okay, who rolled higher than a 10 in investigation?
Me.
I did.
Me for
Nice.
once.
Cool. You would notice that he looks very much like Father Donovich. Like almost like he could be his son.
It's like a son.
And then there was a save.
Intelligence. And
Yeah,
comfort.
We did that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Woo!
Just let me know if Adabon's feet start to get hot.
Random.
Well, there's apparently a fire burning under us right now.
Oh, fair.
Or somewhere close to us.
Well, that's yeah. So this he's clawing at his face, burning, and screaming, "Help! Help!" So Fox Bell,
There's nobody to help you now.
You would hear the screaming of help. You don't know what's going on. You just hear help. Theo, you're up with Adamon on deck.
I guess I'll look to Irina and be like, do you recognize that voice?
No, but someone needs help. And she gets up, draws one of her daggers, and runs out of the room.
Oh, I guess off we go. I will follow her. Can I tell which direction the sound's coming from?
Yes, it's coming from the door over here. As you run in, you're met with ash of dead bodies, and there's an open secret compartment.
Okay, I'll go run over if I still have movement and peer down the hole.
Yes. Oh, that's what I meant by intelligence save. Okay. Sorry, Lance. Yeah, you peer down the hole and you see flame light coming through, and you see the back of Norbit's head. Or not Norbit. Yeah, Norbit.
Yeah.
Hey there, little guy. Yeah, you in trouble?
Hellfire down there. They need to leave. They need to leave, but you know a loser won't.
That's all we're gonna give you for your 6
Thank you.
seconds. And intelligence save. I will roll it for you now, Raza.
Who's rather? Lance.
Oh, sorry.
I'm immersed.
I
I'm
don't
Lance
even-
right now.
I don't even know what this guy's intelligence is. Let's see.
You can just choose to.
Not good. That was a 2.
There is no rush.
Oh yeah. He shall fail, and he shall take 1d6 damage.
Gosh.
A whopping 2. Look at that. Your 2. I match your 2 with a 2. So 2
I
points
match
of
your 2
psychic
with
damage.
a 2, sir.
However, as that psionic disturbance is sent at him, it's in the way of the Lance going, "We're here to help, but do not harm my friend." And he is got a D4 to his next saving throw on top of that. So he
Okay.
gets the equivalent of a migraine from that.
As he feels the migraine and you say that, and there's blood splurts out his mouth and hits you, Alusa, right in the face. Just tons of blood. Very Sam Raimi.
Sorry.
And now I have Adabon up with Cole on deck. So Adabon, you saw your 2 friends run out.
Adabon will click his cane, kind of proceed towards where the other 2 ran. As he gets there and sees that it is dark, he'll touch the feather to cast light. And as he begins to descend, his coat begins to shift. The blackness gives way, almost like the reflection of thick clouds across the water of a murky stream or pond. And he'll climb down the steps or the stairs or whatever.
Okay.
Until he's behind everyone else.
Yeah, Theo and Adabon, as you get to the stairs, you realize that there's quite the cluster. So if anyone doesn't move and other people want to go past them, there will be consequences. So Cole, you're up with Dura
I
on deck.
notice you waited to say that when it's my turn.
With who on deck?
She's checking.
Cole is going to cast protection from evil
It's-
on himself.
The bad guy.
Oh.
Okay.
And did it cast? I can't even
I didn't
tell.
see it, but I know what that does. So this is an undead. If that helps.
Well, it's not just.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
Well,
I
you
think
have to pick
We
one.
kind of deduced that
Oops, sorry
from
about
the
that.
fangs.
And then I will come forward and face him. And I'll be like, "You! Settle down, young man."
Yeah, he was looking at Alusa and he turns his head to you. You hear like a and there's just a river of blood running down his mouth and neck and chest.
No wonder he's hungry. He wasted all.
Yeah. Is that the end of your turn, Cole?
Yes.
It is this creature's turn with Leandra on deck. So Cole, you said something to it and it looks at you, kind of creaking its head very spoopily. And it looks at you and just takes its fist in its hand. They're sharp, disgusting, almost rotting brownish yellow fingernails that start to try to go into your shin.
Wait, who are you attacking? Is this me?
No, it's Cole. Does a 26 hit, Cole?
Yeah.
Is
So
it
then
with
you'd have
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does he have
why?
protection? Protection from good
Oh.
and evil, right?
Dur. Okay, 15. Does a 15 hit you?
No.
Or would that be its straight roll?
Yeah.
No, it would have been
if he has a
So I need to roll
If it had
okay.
advantage. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
But
Cool. So that it does hit a 15?
Mm-mm.
no.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, it goes to
Paladin.
slice up at you, and you just simply step back. Like, perfectly, almost like fluidly. And then it just cracks its knuckles, and it's frustrated. And as it cracks its knuckles, as its bonus action, it's going to try to backhand you, Elusa. So it has a multi-attack. Cool.
Fast boy.
Yep.
No,
Would I have
good.
disadvantage against you too, or no?
No, it's dropped for her.
No.
I believe.
Yeah, I dropped
25.
it because I. Yep, that hits.
Sorry about that.
No, you're fine. How dare you try to hit me?
Okay, 10 slashing, and then... Yeah, that's it. Okay.
That's on Elusa.
Yeah. Leandra, you're up with Norbit on deck.
I have a few questions. One, does Leandra recognize what is happening here?
Can you elaborate?
Does she recognize what he is? Is he a vampire? Is he turning
He's
into a
definitely...
vampire?
He's been turned into a vampire, yes.
Okay,
I'm
recently?
so sorry to interrupt. Though I need a Constitution check from the vampire because it was his turn.
And he took fire damage, that's true.
Oh, sorry about that.
The default taken away from the save. Sorry, Leandra.
19.
He makes that.
Yay! No more
With the
fire.
D4 subtraction.
Minus
rolled-
a d4?
Oh,
Wouldn't
so
matter, would it?
15.
Yeah, might not matter. It's a 13, right? Yeah, that was more.
yeah.
If it's meter beat, then he's okay.
That's one.
Right, so does Leandra recognize, like, the look he has on his face right now? Has she seen it before? Is what I'm trying to ask.
Yes.
From what I think we're talking about.
Message me?
Yeah, I need to know how she's gonna react.
And actually, he's
You
no longer on
awful
fire.
yourself.
I'm sorry. I failed my concentration save.
Well, fudge.
Yep.
Because that will determine what I do. Okay.
I responded.
Okay, so Leandra, everybody can see that Leandra takes like a moment that she seems to be not quite sure of herself. And then she's going to try to put herself between Cole, Elusa, and like her arms in front of them, facing him, and say, "Leave. I can handle this." And as she does, for now, she's going to use her action to turn undead.
Ooh, shit.
And a minus D4 on this save.
No, that's already happened.
Oh, it was only the next
Yeah,
one. Damn.
it's just a one-off.
So I need to roll. I needed to roll a wisdom save.
On it.
Any
Actually,
undead
it would be minus
30
D4
feet.
because if the minus D4 was against my Constitution save, he hit me. I dropped concentration on the spell. He shouldn't have had to
Sure,
make that
it's still,
Constitution
he didn't
save.
have to make the save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so
you're
it is
right.
minus a D4.
Nice.
Yep.
Yes. So any undead within 30 feet of me needs to do a
Constitution
Wisdom.
minus D4.
Wisdom
Include-
minus D4.
Oh, wisdom
Does that
minus
include
D4.
Leandra?
That's better. That's a 0.
Leandra's not an undead.
That's a 0.
So, it is turned for 1 minute, so or until it takes any damage. That's why she's saying, "Don't. I can handle this." That means it cannot move. It cannot. It has to spend its turn moving as far away from us as it can. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me, and it cannot take reactions.
Ah!
For its action, it can only dash away from me.
Oh, you're gonna have to help me. Ah, so intense. Ah. Okay.
I'll post
Sorry,
it.
I love it. It's exciting. Okay.
So I try to put my hands in front of Ilusa and Cole and say, "I'll handle it." And you see that there's this shimmer of gold that covers her, and she goes, "May the fires of the forge protect you and send you back to a time better."
Oh, she's so
And
nice
to
the
turn
undead.
it. Mm-hmm.
Love it. Irina's watching all of this.
Don't, and then she turns to them, "Don't harm him for now."
Oh, let's see if your party trusts you. Let's see if they listen
Let's
to
see.
you.
Yeah.
Responsibilities, y'all.
That's her turn.
That was an amazing turn. Norbert, you're up, but we are going to take a quick break because we're having some tech issues.
Alright.
So just like a small 5-minute. Ask some questions. Let's hear what you got to say. Sorry about that, everyone. Hi. Welcome back. We have Norbert up with Lance on deck.
All right.
Norbert will simply yell over to Alusa, Are you going to leave or stay and fight?"
It's not, can Leandra shout? Was that out loud?
Yes, that was out loud.
She
Yeah,
goes,
he doesn't
"It's
speak to
harmless."
Lusa,
Yeah,
everybody.
she goes, "It's harmless now. It will only run away from me. Please don't harm it."
Norbert
And
will hear
Alyssa
that.
will
sorry.
turn to Leandra and say, "Nothing about this creature is harmless."
It is for now.
Norbert
Did
will
I have to-
simply not
sorry.
do anything. He'll just skip his turn and hold position. He'll hold position at the top of the stairs, but try and scooch over if these other two want to move past him. And that's it. Oh, and Justine, I rolled a 41 on my D100 because I did roll a nat 1 on that investigation check you asked me to do.
Yeah. So you switch a position with a creature of my choice within 60 feet in a puff of smoke. So we're going to have you go here with Alusa. So right as she says, "Don't harm it," you see Norbit come up, and Alusa, you all of a sudden, whoa, you're right behind Irina with Theo behind you. Lance, you're up with Alusa on deck.
Sorry, can I just, in that case, could I finish my turn by Misty stepping over to this corner?
Would Misty Step cause an attack of opportunity?
Nope, it does not.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
It
So
cannot
it's
take
like a-
reactions
like a bat.
anyway.
It also has no reaction.
Oh yeah, sorry. Was I supposed to move away from you as well, or is that the next time?
On his action.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. So Lance takes us all in, and he looks at Leandra and then everyone else. He goes, "She's right. He's not dangerous for the moment, and let's be careful. I know that he's been infected, but he is Father Donovan's son. You should have some tact. It's a delicate subject. But just in case, he reaches into his pouch and he pulls out the flask of holy water that Elusa gave him before. He's gonna have it ready. And he goes, he looks at Leandra and he goes, "This is just a precaution. If whatever you did does not hold him, I will use this. I'm sorry." And that's his turn.
Okay. We have Elusa up with Eilina on deck. Or Irina, not Eilina.
Eilina.
She
I like
just
that.
Is she related to Ishmark? Ishtar?
Ishmael.
She said she was. Some of you should get backstory too. I don't think you were there. Or we just call him Marky? Just kidding.
Call him Marky. It's easy to remember.
So, Elusa, get it, girl.
Oh, shit. For some reason. All right. She puts away her sword, pulls out her bow, bonus action planar warrior, and she's going to shoot him.
Ooh, nice. From the top of the stairs, too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope you don't get a natural one.
Mm.
You got two friends right there.
Lusa doesn't
Not listening to
friends.
Leandra.
That sounds fun.
14 to hit.
Does not. It hits like this little, like, rotted wooded beam and just. And the creature looks to it.
I'm going to be a total bitch. I'm burning my inspiration.
Oh, do it. Oh, Leandra's face, so good.
19 to
I
hit.
think we're
It
done.
hits. Leandra, your shit no longer works, if I'm correct.
Yep.
You tried.
Turn.
You tried.
So,
As
yeah.
soon as the arrow hits, the light around Leandra goes out, and she turns to Elusa, and her fangs come out.
She is a vampire.
That would
There's
be
2 of
10
them!
force damage against this guy.
Cole's
Nice.
gonna turn undead on Leandra.
She's not
no.
dead.
Which
Good
will have no
luck.
effect.
Okay. Yeah, the creature gets hit right where the crick, like of your elbow, is on the inside, and he just looks at it and you will be eaten first.
And movement 5, 10, 15.
It will be halved for the first 2 because you're pushing past other people on a very narrow staircase.
So 10, 20, 30.
Okay. Irina is up with Theo on deck. She taps Lance. Would you mind moving down a bit? Or to the side?
Nods.
I'll give it to you, Lance. I'll take that from her movement.
Yeah, actually, to be fair, I would have said he would have moved closer because he would have needed to be in range to throw the holy water. So yeah.
And she moves
So he
to
continues
here.
his movement.
She moves to here and then sits down in a very low squat, crosses her hands, and just stares. Theo, you're up with a clear staircase in front of you with Adabon on deck. So I'm going to move you 2 onto the stairs. This is free movement. Oh, you're on mute, my friend.
I am. I'm gonna go run down. I'll go stand next to Irina since I said I would, watch her.
Yeah, it's 30.
Stand over here. And what do I want to do? We're attacking things. Yeah, he'll pull out his flute and he'll play a quick little ditty as some silvery smoke forms at the base and swirls around and flings a guiding bolt at the screaming boy.
The dark gray fog, almost clutching to the ground, is pierced with this beautiful silverish mist.
That probably is not going to hit, so I'll use my inspiration.
Oh, look at them using it.
All the inspiration being burnt.
Good.
Well, we never use it. It's just it's last time I don't think anyone
That's
used
true.
it. How about a nat 20?
Absolutely disgusting. Keep
That's my
going.
boy.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. So 16
Cool.
radiant, and if we go by the roll, it's another 14.
So 30 points of
Nice.
damage.
30
I
points of
do
radiant
that
damage.
you roll twice, so that's great.
And important that it's radiant damage, Justine, assuming
It's
this
also
is a vampire
radiant,
storm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you need me to roll anything again, or are we good?
No, you're right.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it rolled it anyways, like my roll, and then it rolled another
Yeah.
46. So, okay, that works. And then for my
This creature's not looking good.
bonus action, what do I have for my bonus action? I will, he said he was gonna attack Elusa first for shooting him.
Uh-huh.
So
well,
I'm
now
gonna,
a lot's happened since then, but yes.
Offer encouragement.
yeah, basically, if he said he's gonna attack Elusa, I'm gonna give her a little wink and be like, "You got this, Dark Lady,"
The wink back.
and she'll have a D6 of inspiration
Ooh,
or
that-
bardic inspiration. Yeah,
That bardic though.
that bardic though. Yeah,
Don't you know? Okay. Amazing.
that's what he says. That bardic though. Don't you know?
Bardic though, don't you know? All right, Adabon, you're up with Cole on deck.
Ooh. Adabon will look at Leandra, look at Irina, and just pause and watch this creature and attempt to understand it. I would like to make a nature check, if I may, which would be 19, I guess, because I keep forgetting I have disadvantage. Mostly, I want to know if it is, if it still has a soul or if it is an empty tool. But anything else I can learn about it or what it's about?
Yeah. Sorry, just write myself a note. You can tell this creature is some kind of neutral evil. It is undead, but it was not undead by choice. And that it is extremely emaciated. Does that help?
Is it attached to a soul or is it just an empty tool?
It definitely has a soul still.
It definitely has a soul still. Okay. I assume that was my action, so that'll be it.
I can give that to you as a bonus action if you want to do something else.
Let me see the map.
Sorry, coughing my lungs out here.
No, if it already looks rough for wear, he will just stay and watch.
Okay. Okay, so Adamon did something. Just kidding.
Oh.
Cole, you're up with this sad little vampire on deck.
Okay, Cole is gonna move around behind him and glance at Leandra and say, "He looks madder than a tabaxi get baptized, Leandra." And then he's gonna grab him in a bear hug from behind to hold his arms at his sides and grapple him.
Interesting. All right, let's roll it off. Strength, right?
15.
12. You win.
Yes. So he is grappled, and I will hold him grappled so that Leandra can try to help him. Do whatever you want to do to him, Leandra. I don't know how long my back can take this.
Nice. Okay. This creature is up with Leandra on deck. That works out nicely. So it's grappled. I will use... Isn't it I use my action to become ungrappled?
Mm-hmm. You can test it again.
No.
So let's go ahead and
You can also just attack.
Just
You
attack.
have
It does
to
nothing to
be
him.
ungrappled.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
Remember,
restrained.
I'm grappling
You
him
just can't
from
move.
behind. So he can't really attack me.
He just exorcist turns his head.
He totally can attack you.
What? He's gonna reach behind him like this and...
Well, you can bite your arm.
Yeah,
It's-
any of his claws.
It's called the reverse reach around.
I have his hands grappled.
Does
on
a
him.
25 hit you?
Me?
Uh-huh.
Disadvantage,
he has
Justine?
disadvantage.
15? Does a 15 hit you?
No.
But why does he have
Why
disadvantage?
does he have disadvantage?
Protection
Yeah.
of good and evil.
Protection
Oh.
from good and evil.
But your AC
it-
is lower because you're holding him with two hands, so you don't have a shield.
That's
I don't
true.
use a shield.
Oh, there you go.
Does a 20
In
hit
your
you?
face.
Yes.
9 piercing damage plus 5 necrotic.
I bite him.
Oof.
No. That's 14 damage to you, sir.
Ooh, and hit point
Can't save.
maximum is reduced. Ooh.
Susie.
Actually,
Cool.
I'm not sure I can
Have
have
to.
my hit point maximum reduced.
You sure can, and I'm pretty sure you gotta take a con save too.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, Cole is basically a walking field of necromancy anyway. Surely he's immune to it.
He's immune to necrotic
And
damage.
how has he died 10 times already?
What
So you
am
see
I
Cole
doing?
holding this creature, and it just the craze in its eyes, almost them shaking like they have ataxia, and just bites down, blood kind of splurting out of Cole's arm, and you're going
Can't
to
save Cole.
take a
It doesn't-
con save and 9 piercing. But why is he taking con save?
It doesn't say con save. It just says that the hit
Concentration.
point max is
His
reduced.
concentration.
That concentration.
Oh, the
Yeah, for his
concentration.
spell.
It's protection good and
17.
evil.
I'm good.
And
Yeah.
14 damage.
Got it.
So does he hit point maximum get reduced? I missed that.
Yes.
Yeah,
By 5.
by 5. Yeah.
By 5?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. It is Leandra's turn with Norbit on deck.
Leandra will take a step back. Look at Ilusa, says, I respect your beliefs as long as you respect mine. He was not going to harm anyone. There was a chance to save him, and now you've ruined it.
Ooh.
In this case, I don't respect your beliefs. This thing is starving. It wants to eat us.
I
will
prevented
not.
it.
You made
And
it
if
run
you-
away, and then what happens?
Then I could potentially help it, but you didn't give me a chance, did you? Now I will
No.
have to. I hope you will learn that you are wrong sometimes.
I
And
hope that you won't get the rest of us killed by having fascinations with these creatures.
Both of
I
you take a
just
point
I just
of
look to
inspiration.
Irina and I'm like, they're like this sometimes.
Both of you
Yeah,
take
like
a
this
point of
happens.
inspiration.
She looks at the guy and she says, I'm sorry. What did you shoot into it, Ilusa? Was it an arrow?
Yep.
She will touch the arrow. She will break it off so that the metal is in it. And she will cast heat metal inside him. Because at this point, there is no saving him.
Wow.
Holy Crap, that's creative.
I mean, you could have fed him. You have an
Peter just-
arm.
Did
It
Peter just
actually
say the
ate
F word?
Cole, so.
Oh
So-
God, I said I bit him. Am I infected?
So it
Yep.
takes, at this point, it takes 5 fire damage. And until I lose concentration, it will take 2d8 damage every turn on my bonus action.
On its turn, or
It'll actually. Nope, never mind. It says that he can do a Constitution saving throw to drop the object, but in this case, it's embedded in him, so I don't know how you rule that.
You have to be able to see the metal.
No, I cast it as I touched the arrow, and then I broke it.
Yeah, we'll make it happen. I'll probably roll for it every time.
It also has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of its next turn.
so
I
if
hate
it
that. I mean,
attacks
love
me,
that.
that's double disadvantage.
No,
that's
grappling doesn't give disadvantage.
No, but he has disadvantage against Peter.
Protection
so
for
the
good
protection.
Oh
spell
yeah.
up.
Yeah. It's disadvantage on everyone until my next turn. Sorry.
That's okay. Leandra, is that for you?
She will do that and turn its back to it, and start walking towards the stairs. And there's she's containing tears.
Where are you going? I'm holding him for you.
She doesn't need to be near it anymore. It can do an attack of opportunity though.
Yep.
It's at disadvantage.
Does it have reactions again?
Unless it's grappled. Can it do that while it's
It does.
grappled?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not restrained. Yeah, you can sort of
19?
I always get grappled and
Disadvantage?
restrained switched.
Ooh, yeah, that hits. She'll take it.
Okay. I love rolling d4s.
Teen with disadvantage. That's impressive.
Yeah.
It's
That
exactly
sounds
what
fun.
it needs to hit me as well.
That is 6
That's okay.
necrotic damage.
She doesn't even bat an eyelash.
What a cleric.
But she does make a con save.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Which I'm fine.
So we
It
have
was a 19.
Norbit up with Lance on deck.
I believe I have advantage on a next attack from the guiding bolt.
He is glowing.
Correct.
Yeah, you do.
Go
Oh,
for it.
so close to a crit, but not quite. That is a 26 to hit with my psychic. I'm throwing a psychic blade at it, so you see this basically this glowing dagger just come flying at it, and I do 7 points of damage, psychic damage.
It hits him right, in the upper pec, and he looks down and he goes, "Ugh, I just wanted to," and he doesn't even finish. And how much damage was it?
7
Is it lethal damage?
psychic damage. I don't know how you can do that non-lethally.
Oh.
Does that kill it, or is he still up, Justine?
He's still up.
Okay, so then as his bonus action, Norbert will pull out another one and say, okay then, eat this. And roll a dirty 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And I don't currently have a d4, so I'll have to roll that on roll 20. So that is 8 points of psychic damage.
He's still up, but yeah, that other one hits. It almost pushes the other dagger deeper, and then just blood is splurting out onto the ground, making this just really wet, sloppy noise. And he's like, "She will avenge me."
And Norbert would just say, he'd look over at Leandra and just say, in her head, he'll just say, "I'm sorry."
You see that she turns to you, her eyes wide. She didn't expect that. But there's tears. She's holding it back. They're not falling, but she's holding back tears. Looking at you.
He doesn't actually look at her when he says that.
Okay.
Like
Well,
he'll just say it in your head, but not look at you.
she'll turn to you still.
And that's my turn.
All right, Lance, you're up with Alusa on deck.
Lance will take a moment. You would have seen Leandra walk by. He would slowly make his way towards the pulse hole. And as he does so, his quill will flirt around him, and he will hold out his tome, and he will reach for it. And as he walks towards the creature, you're all going to see his features are going to start to change, and his skin is going to warp, and it's going to like wax. It's going to sculpt into the features of Father Donovich. And he's going to approach. And he's got in as Father Donovich. It's going to be, my son, please, don't do this. You're better than this. They're just trying to help. Please.
And you
Last ditch attempt.
You like look
To
at
calm
like
him down.
him, like it's like
Looks and sounds
exactly
like him.
him.
Yeah.
Exactly like him.
Dorio like looks, and you're right in front of him, like within 5 feet.
Yeah. Open arms like a father would his son.
Yeah. That's really good. Ooh. Roll a d100 for me.
Oh. No pressure. Oh my. I'm not sure if that's good or not. 13.
Yeah.
Lucky
So you
13.
hold at him,
If it's
and he
bad-
looks up, and his eyes are almost full of tears, and he says, "Why did you starve me? Why did you?" And the voice starts to crack and go back into what his son was. "Why did you let them hurt me?" And he goes towards you and almost falls upon you, but his claws are like in your skin. So if you were to move away, you get an opportunity attack. But he's not trying to. It's like he's almost holding on, bracing you.
So he will, again, like a father, he'll go, I'm so sorry, my son. I have failed you as a father. Please. He looks at everyone. Please. Leave him be. He is not a monster. And he holds them tight in a hug. Returns the hug.
Orbit. Or sorry, Lance, that was you. Is that it for you, Lance?
And that's once.
Alusa, you're up with Irina on deck.
Of course, it's Alusa next.
And I will say that as he will put himself deliberately, so if they're going to take shots at him, they have to shoot Lance. He's like giving him half cover.
Damn. Choices.
Okay.
Shoots Lance.
So she puts
Kills
her
Lance.
bow away.
Great.
She walks up. She looks Lance directly in the face and says, "He is a monster, and he deserves to rest in peace." And she's going to stake him. Not Lance, the vampire.
Yeah, I know.
Tense.
Watch
And
the arms.
Lance-
Watch the
I don't really know what to roll to stake.
Do you have a stake weapon?
Yeah,
Um,
she said she had
I
it.
had a stake in my inventory.
I think she does.
I think it's
But
like
I
an improvised weapon.
Yeah.
It
Go
is
ahead
a
and-
dagger.
Yeah, just shoot. Yeah, roll.
Roll.
Question.
Just
Before she
Dagger.
potentially stakes him.
Mm-hmm.
Question.
She can do it from. She can do
What's
it
your
from
question,
his
Lance?
back.
Question. Can Lance, I don't know if you allow it, but as his reaction, he try and put himself in the way of that,
Yeah.
of the stake, and take the hit.
Yeah.
so what did
Lance
that
is good
save
at
or
stakes, I guess.
something?
Well, let's
Depends
just
how
play
she
this
rolls
out
it.
in order. Go ahead and roll a. Yeah, let's do a. So do 20 plus your strength modifier, I'm assuming. Or wait, Dex is.
Yeah,
daggers or dex.
Optional.
yeah. I mean, okay, so, 20 plus. Just using my regular modifier then. Oh, shit. I'm burning my inspiration that you just gave me.
You already.
I mean, technically,
Oh,
I
You
right.
gave her-
Oh yeah, she just gave her, yeah, from the interaction, yeah.
technically you have advantage because Cole's still behind him.
That's true. You do have advantage.
And not much better. 12.
Doesn't hit. But because you failed, and this is how I was going to do this originally, it hits Lance. So Lance is holding him, and as he gets in front of it, it goes into the back of his bicep. Roll damage for Lance.
So if we're doing
Let's
dagger
do
damage,
a d6 plus 2.
my
Stake
bonus would
damage.
be 4.
Oh, plus 4, sorry.
Really? Alright.
It's okay.
9.
9 damage. So this blood, warm, salty, fresh, almost hits over your nose and mouth, Alyssa, and it tastes very human.
Well,
Ish.
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 Surprises are to come.
Let's leave ish.
Okay. Thanks, you took the damage.
Yeah, he's like, ah, he grunts, but he doesn't waver.
Irina is up. She's going to take her action to whisper to Theo and say, I've seen these tactics before. This is right before it does its final strike. And then she ends her turn. Theo, you're up with Audubon on deck.
Ah!
Feels like
Not
that.
only that, it now smells Lance's blood.
That's right.
Just that Theo blood.
Belladonna versus blood, but yes.
I'm gonna ask
Who's first one?
Irina real quick. Like, is there any way to save him?
You mean Leandra?
Who?
No, Irina. I'm asking Irina.
Oh,
'Cause
Oh.
what she whispered to me. So I was asking Irina if there was any way to save him.
It's so rarely done, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a message real quick.
Okay.
How much trauma? Damn.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna say, okay, Rena, we're gonna give it a try. And I'm going to rush up. Oh, this is a terrible idea. I'm gonna rush up and wherever there's open room, I'm gonna like throw my arms around him like in a big hug, and I go to whisper something into his ear where nobody else can hear.
I'm already hugging him.
From behind.
Yeah,
It's a
everybody's
group hug.
hugging him.
Yeah, group
It's a
hug.
group hug.
It's a group hug. So I just latch on with the three-way. So give me 1 second for the first part. It's WGM. Okay, let me do my quick rolls.
Cole, do you have dark vision?
No.
Sorry, I know we just went over this. Okay, and Lance, you don't either, right?
Lance
He
does.
does. Because
Oh,
he's
sorry.
humanish.
Right. Oof. What's Cole, Alusa, and Lance's passive perception?
I'd
15.
rather not say.
15.
Is it over 18, Peter?
No.
All right, go ahead.
9.
Oh. Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
boy.
Paladin, not cleric.
Paladin, not cleric, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a cleric.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
It's
Theo.
Fox's.
He's doing
Don't
stuff.
worry. We're doing cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Roll damage. Don't worry. It'll be fun. I
Just
promise.
gonna-
Be patient, y'all. Oh, so close. Okay, so you just see Theo come up and like arms open wide, almost like Leandra was, and come over. But his head's kind of buried in, and this creature's like trying to gnaw almost back, and then Theo pulls away, and the creature just almost freezes. Its hair grows longer and silvers out, and its fangs almost start to shrink a little, and it clutches its neck and starts to drop to its knees. But it's still alive, but barely.
I'm holding
Theo.
it up, though.
Yeah, it's like collapsing in your arms. Do you have any bonus actions, Theo?
So
I
it's
do.
last.
So I'm going to release, and thinking that this worked, I'm going to try to heal it.
Ooh, okay.
For
Didn't expect
5.
that. Yeah. So then you see, what does your magic look like? I know it's like gold and silver, right?
For healing, it's just going to be like, he's just going to reach out, and it's just going to like be a breeze of cherry blossoms that like flutter past, swirl around, and then kind of absorb into its skin.
So Leandra, you recognize that
Good.
there's healing.
He's more worried about the fact that Lance just got staked
Fair.
right now.
It goes
Doesn't matter, Lance is
around.
focused on
It
what
goes
happened.
around this creature's neck, and these cherry blossoms almost imprint like tattoos on the neck. The blood stains now forming into cherry blossom patterns. And it is Adabon's turn with Cole on deck.
Adabon's gonna just keep nature checking or investigating all of this.
Roll investigation.
Because knowledge is power.
If you get a nat
Yeah.
20, you're going to get a really good thing.
It is likely not a nat 20, but it is a dirty 20.
Ooh. Yeah. Doru, that's the name of this bad guy. Doru's presence seems very similar now to Theo's. The way he holds himself and the color of his hair looks very similar. And he doesn't seem as focused on attacking.
Okay. Do I... Okay. That's all I understand. Perfect.
You can ask a question.
Nope, I'm good. That's it.
Okay. All right. Cole, you're up with Dura on deck.
I'm going to squeeze really hard and try to break his spine. Does a 13 hit?
No.
I'd like to re-roll that, please. Okay, then bonus action.
If you have inspiration, you can.
I
Technically, he would have flanking with
Advantage.
Alusa if
Oh,
she's
that's
still
true.
threatening.
That's true. I have advantage.
I don't know if she's threatening still or not after the heal.
Oh, that
Oh, yeah.
18 for 5
That
points
hits.
of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna let him go. Fall to the floor.
Cole. How do you want to do this, Cole?
Oh,
Really? Getting after the model?
awesome!
Yeah, you got healed for 5.
Now,
Oh wait, he healed for 9. I apologize.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
He
mind.
healed for 5.
He just looks really bad.
well,
So he's
I
back
let
down
him
to what he
go.
was before the healing.
Yeah.
I let him go, so he falls to the floor the rest of the way, and I am gonna back up. His back is to me, so I'm gonna back up a few feet and ready my glaive. in case he tries to get up again.
Don't you get an attack of opportunity, or is it because you still have protect good and evil?
He can still take an attack of opportunity.
He can
doesn't
take a
use his
slap.
He
reaction,
just gets
yeah.
disadvantage on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can try.
Does he, though, if he's... that would depend on if he's still undead.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Is he still undead?
Depends what happened.
Well,
Just seems like
You don't have to
Does
tell us.
it?
it's not just undead, though.
It is. You have
No.
to pick one.
No, you have to choose one.
you have to
Yeah,
choose
you chose
one. So
undead,
undead.
that's it. I
Hey
believe.
Pete, does a 17 hit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
It does not say that you have to pick one.
I'm pretty sure my spell says I have to pick one.
So,
Protected from certain types of creatures, aberrations,
it says-
celestials,
Sucks.
elementals, fays, fiends, and
can't
undead.
be.
Definitely doesn't mention
That's-
choosing.
Yeah,
No, he's right.
it doesn't. I thought
So
it
with my
Getting
disadvantage,
confused.
it was a 15. Does that hit you?
No.
Cool. You're good then.
Might be detect that you have to choose, though.
Yeah, probably.
I think that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
All right, Cole.
Fair point.
So this thing slips behind you, or you slip behind this thing, pull away. It's its turn. It's very confused. Looks at Theo. Kind of pulls its claws out, grabs its own neck, looks up at Cole, and runs towards you.
With a broken back?
Its back's not broken.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
5 points isn't going to
Didn't
break it
his
back.
back.
Yeah, that was-
Hey,
That'd be a crit.
disables
Like a
him.
nat 20 would have been.
But what if he trips on a crack when he's chasing Cole?
That breaks his mom's back.
Yeah.
Ah,
Okay. What I rolled does not hit you, but it is right here. So, Elusa, Theo, and Lance, do any of you want to take an opportunity attack?
Yes.
yeah, of course
Yes.
he does.
Of course he would.
Hit it.
Lance,
Alright.
could he use his reaction for something else?
Well, you already
He
used
hasn't
your
been his turn
reaction.
yet. But he just wants to say something. He just wants to say something. He's not going to do anything. But I'll let them do their attacks first.
22 to hit,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
6 piercing.
How do you want to do this, Elusa?
So, as he breaks free, she pulls her short sword out and stabs him through the back. And then, as she's got her sword through his back, she looks at Lance and says, "Next time, don't get in my way."
Oh.
He's not even looking at
Beautiful.
her right now. It's-
As the sword pierces through, Cole, it goes almost up to your nose. This is through this creature's chest. And then pulls back. It drops to its knees. With one last bit of energy, looks back to Theo and says, "Thank you." And falls to the ground in a pile of its own blood. We are going to take our last break there.
Lance wanted to say something.
I
As a
wanted to say something
reaction.
before he breathes his final words.
Tell me.
That's all. As his father, he would have go, "I'm sorry, my son. Be at peace." He just completely ignores Elusa's comment. He leans over and he wants the last thing him to see is that his father's there with him as he breathes his last. And that's it.
Very
We
nice.
may take our break.
All right. Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. So the natural lights come back. Torches almost sparking, sputtering, flicker to life around you. And this person, it's the first time you might view them as a person, lays on the ground, blood dripping from almost every angle out of them. and you see Cole standing there, splattered in blood over him. You look around. Most of your party, I wouldn't say friends at this point, are also splattered in blood. There is a almost silhouette of a shadow coming from up top, and you all kind of look up, and Adamon stands there looking down on all of you, eyes squinting. And you're in the darkness. Well, not darkness, now it's dim light. You're in the dim light of the flickering torches.
Can Leander immediately run up to Lance and heal him?
Go ahead.
She immediately runs up and says, "Thank you for trying. I'm sorry." And she places her hands on where the stake is. And she's going to heal him at the same time she takes it off so that it doesn't hurt as much. And I will...
Cole collapses to the floor.
6 points of healing.
Also, we're missing someone from the view on Twitch, I believe. There's 7 of us playing and 6 people I see.
I see 8 of us.
I see all of us.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe my Twitch is going slow. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Continue.
That's okay. Yeah, Leandra runs up and touches Theo's arm. Not Theo, sorry, Lance. Takes the stake as she heals him. And she says, "Thank you for trying." She looks at Theo, nods again, because as far as she saw, you didn't hurt him. Looks at Norbit, the same look of appreciation, and then she turns to Alusa.
If she turns to Alusa, she'll see Alusa grabbing a torch and lighting the body on fire.
Would you mind dragging Cole away from the flames? Because he collapsed.
Before.
She didn't say that, so.
Well, Cole's not there because he took an opportunity attack moving away.
No, Cole is
before.
unconscious.
Yes,
Yeah,
but you had ran away before it died. You
Yeah.
let go and moved back.
It
No, but
followed
that-
after me.
You followed after
Yeah, but
Oh,
it died from
yeah.
an opportunity attack, though. So did
It's
it
not-
move?
Actually move,
Yeah, it's not moved. It's still here.
Okay.
So you're setting it on fire right next to us.
Adabon is just still watching and learning from all of this.
In that case, Leandra's gonna try to shove Ilusa away.
Lucy's gonna try to dodge.
Let's roll. Elusa.
Unarmed attack versus dex save?
Yeah.
Good.
It's not an attack.
Well, it's the same as a grapple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Athletics versus
Maybe-
athletics or
Athletics?
acrobatics.
Maybe do
Yeah.
it like a ability roll off, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want dex save or a skill check? Sorry.
I will use my aspiration.
You can choose.
Oh my
whichever.
god,
It's your
I'm
dex, but-
rolling terrible.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you get to choose athletics or acrobatics, Alyssa.
Yeah,
I'll
Ilusa gets
choose
to.
I mean,
acrobatics.
there's no way a ranger fails this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
I
go
rolled
to-
terrible.
You go to shove her, and she perfectly sidesteps you.
Yeah, and she looks at, what is your problem?
What is yours?
There was
Have you
ways
not
to
seen
save
what
them.
the power of the undead has done to this place?
Have you not learned that not all undead are your enemies?
They are to me. And not only that, but it is a greater mercy to kill it than let it starve to death and let it suffer such a fate.
There are undead that have sacrificed themselves to protect the living. There are undead that have still love and protect the living. There are undead who are not and will not be your enemies.
I have yet to meet one.
You met a girl that led us to the place that we needed to come to.
That
A
was
spirit.
A ghost.
It is an undead, is it not? Did it attack you? No, it was frightened of you and it still helped you.
This creature did attack me.
It did, and then I prevented it from doing so, and you gave it no chance to be saved.
And what happened?
there is a
Do you
monster
have
here,
a
it's
cure
you.
for vampirism that I do not know about? By
There
all
are
means,
ways.
tell me, and I will stop.
There are ways, but you have to give them a chance.
And what? Just let it feed on us until we find
It
somebody who
wouldn't
knows
touch
it?
anybody if you hadn't attacked it.
For how long?
Enough for me to figure out if there was anything I could do to save it, and then I would have let you finish it and end its misery if that was not the case. But you didn't give it a chance. If there's a monster here, that monster was you today. And Leandra will walk out.
While this is happening,
Lucid.
sorry,
No, go ahead.
before it escalates, we will. Lance, in the meantime, I don't know if you managed to burn him, right? Because you sidestepped her and you threw the. Before you did that.
Sorry, I got a lot of private messages.
No.
So, let me cough it out. Lance walked up, went down, closed his eyes. You can describe that if you want, but when you open your eyes, let me continue.
Yeah. So before that, he got crisped. He would have would have tried to close his eyes, and as that was happening, he would have whispered like a quick little prayer, and before he got burnt, he would have taken a sample of his blood and put it in a vial. And as Leandros is storming away, he will look at Elusa. Goes, I respect your profession, but there is a time and a place. And please, he looks at both of you. A man just died. Whether he's a creature of the night or not, he was once a person. Can we not argue here now about it? Show some respect. And he takes his leave as well.
There's an
When you
older
were-
man dying right here.
He actually, yeah, that's true. He'll go over to Cole to see if he's okay. Master Dwarf.
While you were
You will.
all fussing, respectfully, and as you kind of all focus back on Lance. Lance, you look down as you say this man, and then Cole starts to speak. The body's gone, and so is Theo.
Did Theo leave?
I don't know. His stealth roll was pretty dang high, so I don't think any of you know.
So
Did he
did the
beat my-
body not get caught on fire?
I'm
It
at the top
did.
of the stairs. He can't really get by me if that was
That's
his
fair.
plan.
That's fair.
Standing
Uh,
around it
I have a
too.
20 passive perception.
Oh, I didn't know that. Just kidding. Who has a passive perception above a 16?
16.
So Norbit and Leandra see Theo very gently and softly pulling the body up the stairs. Adabon, I'll give it to you because you're at the top of the stairs. Everyone else who doesn't know that is still focused.
Audubon will, I guess, let them go by, and as he turns, he sees the broken lock and chain. Just sighs. The price must always be paid, and he'll head up the stairs as well.
Leandra is following up. She's leaving this place.
Theo just thinks to himself, dragging a body, Adabon can't even help me carry it. It's distracting.
The most passive
But you're
hunter.
8 strength.
the world.
Since I saw it, once I start to walk away, I will help Theo.
No, thank you. I figured since we're in a church, there's got to be coffins upstairs.
If not, I can make one.
It's true, there is a lot of wood up there that's not being used for
I
anything
don't
useful.
need. I
You
don't
can
need
make
wood.
one for me, Lady Cleric.
Go downstairs.
I don't need wood. I can just make one. It's
Oh.
fine.
Well, that's handy.
And as you pull the body upstairs, it's dragging along the floor. Well, no, you're both carrying it, right?
Yeah. Now, yes.
Yeah. The father looks and drops to his knees and looks up and says, "Why?"
Oh, he came back?
Yeah, he was back in the building.
Oh.
Drops to his knees and says, "Why?"
Leandra will gently put the body down, go up to him, give him a hug, and say, "I tried
Stephanie's planning.
to save him. There were other things at play. I apologize for failing you."
All of you start hearing the screams of just, "Why? Why?" Who all comes upstairs?
Cole is on the phone.
Lance.
Audubon had followed, so he's up there.
Norbert
Yeah.
wanted to say something to Alusa if she was the only person of relevance down the bottom, because Cole doesn't count.
Of relevance.
Lance is down there too.
Wow.
Okay, if Lance is there, then Norbert won't say anything. Norbert will probably go up the stairs then.
Yeah. Lance will go, but first he was checking up on Cole to see if he was
I feel
actually
myself
unlocked.
fading, Lance.
Drama of Cole.
He looks him over.
Give my
Is he
undergarments to
actually-
Audubon.
But he didn't wear them.
The nasty ones
Lance.
that have poop on
They're
them?
my holy
What?
ones.
Oh god.
Lance will be polite and he will help Cole up
Oh, thank you.
and then respectfully gesture towards the stairs and goes, "It is not over yet, Master Dwarf. Shall we?"
Okay, thank you. You're such a nice young man. Oh, my back. Oh,
Helps him up the steps. And we've got
slower, slower. These steps hurt.
Alyssa,
So
your
Alyssa
glass went
is
down there.
down in the basement, and she picks up her steak. And as she does, she hisses in pain. And yes, she is covered in blood, but the majority of it is her own.
Okay.
This thing's hurt her.
Yeah.
And she picks up her steak and she goes upstairs and she walks out of the church.
Okay.
You walk straight past the old guy, the father?
Well, the rest of the party is surrounding him now, and he's not undead. And while she thinks he deserves to die, she won't.
Alyssa, before you hit the door, something happens. So, everyone now is upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No. At a bottom, someone came up.
I thought Cole and Lance were still downstairs.
He helped me
No, they.
upstairs.
Yeah, I
Well,
think
we're
you
coming up
did
now.
move.
Or Lusa went up. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get trapped down there.
So some of you are kind of headed towards the door. Some gather around this old man, and the coffin that Irina's father was in starts to shake,
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
and a silvered spirit of the corpse you all saw sits up, stares dead-eye at all of you, and then from this vampiric body, another soul, almost like thick paint being pulled off a brush, pulls out of this body and almost drips, and also sits up. And they both, dead-eyed, just start walking towards the door. And you see these souls slowly walk, not paying you any mind. And as the door swings open almost in the howl of the wind, you see tons of souls marching through the cemetery. Dead, walking, shining in the silverest of moons, the night before a full moon. And that is where we're going to stop the session.
Cole is going to sit on a broken pew and just kind of rest.
Okay.
Eternally, maybe.
Leander's
Thank you,
still hugging.
I was going to have him relieve himself at the sight of the spirits because they are called pews. But
Except the DM said the session ended, so you get nothing.
But
No.
you don't get
Hey!
to do anything.
Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. We have an after show where we ask a right ton of great questions in character, out of character. It's a great laugh. It's a lot of fun. If you stay tuned, you can hang out and join. Anyone want to add anything before we take off? I'll turn off this spooky ass music.
See you at the after show.
Leandra,
Yeah.
were you saying something?
Leandra was just still hugging like the father, trying to comfort him. And as she see the souls, that's when she loses it, and tears start to fall down her face.
I have
I'll also
something
say that-
planned too, but it's fine. The souls are out now.
Sad day.
Just a quick note. Lance doesn't look like the father anymore. I forgot to say he shifted back.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's no shock
that's
between
important.
the real father and him. That's important to make note. And if Leander starts crying, obviously next session this will happen. He will go comfort her. But that's what he was gonna do.
That's gonna be the start of next one, I guess.
And then we start next session. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should also mention to the listeners, the viewers, that we have a game of Citizens of Phandalin happening tomorrow, and if anyone is interested in playing D&D, they should get on the Discord server, make a character with some help from Belvedere, and jump in, because we've got 3, 4, maybe 5 players confirmed at this point.
It's a great game if you're brand new and just starting out and trying something fun.
Yep. It's all about hanging out.
Yeah,
In
there is-
addition to that, if I may speak, Frost Maiden on Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune in. It's a special episode. We have 2 new players joining the campaign as we recently said goodbye to 2 players. I can't go on. Go on. Who's next?
There is also Legends of Methodist returning on Wednesday at 7 p.m. EST for a continuation of their. Last time they were in a brothel full of demons, so we'll see what happens now that they've escaped. And I believe we have ABA Saga this Thursday as well,
Yeah.
8 p.m. EST.
8 p.m. Yeah, if everyone's good for that, I do believe we do. Due for some dragons.
And finally, a week from today, yours truly hosts One Shot Sunday. It will be Belvedere, so no need to fear the captain.
Ooh.
That's just because it's
Leaving
a
the
new
captain at
game
home.
that he can't roll crits on.
And there might be an announcement in the after show. We don't know. You don't know. So please subscribe so you can watch it. And submit your questions here through your channel points.
See you soon.
Bye.
Adios.
Back in 5 for the after show.